Hey, good morning. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Excellent. Thanks for being on the show today.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Absolutely. Me too. Hello and welcome to episode 39 of Talk of the Boat. I'm your host, Robert, with Team Yazbek at Coldwell Banker. And today our guest is the beautiful Danielle Skov, the new owner of the Off the Beaten Path Bookstore. Danielle has been a teacher for 17 years, both in the classroom and as a reading specialist. And Off the Beaten Path Bookstore has been a staple in Steamboat for decades. Thanks so much for being on the show.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Welcome. Let's go take a look at the bookstore.
Awesome.
All right, so when did you guys actually close on the bookstore?
We closed on July 13th.
Oh, nice. Okay,
Yeah.
so first winter season coming up here.
I know.
That's awesome.
Hopefully a good one.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, we missed the grand reopening. It's so hard to hit all the stuff.
Oh gosh, no.
In
Please.
Steamboat. Like I put things on my calendar all the time. I didn't have that one on my calendar, but it's would have loved to be here, but we missed it.
It was fun. Welcome to the bookstore. I'm excited to show you around.
I love it. Thank you so much.
So here's our cafe. Do you want to try one of our pastries or something?
Absolutely. I'll
Yay.
take one of everything.
Everything here is made in-house.
Nice. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
we have an amazing baker and lots
Beautiful.
of gluten-free options, lots of yummies.
Love it. Thank you so much for the coffee and the scone.
You're welcome.
That was delicious.
Good.
And a nice little walk in here.
Yep.
So you were a teacher here in Steamboat for 15 years.
Yep.
A couple years before you moved here. What made you get into the retail business here recently?
Well, I love teaching. I've always loved teaching, but all three of my kids graduated high school and moved on, and I felt like, okay, it's time to do something different, and I've always loved the bookstore.
Yeah.
We've lived here for 24 years and have loved the bookstore that whole time and always thought, wouldn't that be amazing to own it?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Good for you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's exciting.
Thanks.
So obviously you have a thirst for books and literature. Where does that come from?
Well, I think growing up, my dad was a big reader. And my sisters and I always were reading, just growing up. Everything from Little House on the Prairie to all the Flowers in the Attic books. Then we got into Clan of the Cave Bear. And then when I went to college, I majored in literature.
Okay. Perfect. Excellent. So it's been with you forever.
Yes.
Your whole life. It's so perfect that you would buy a bookstore when your kiddos go off to college.
Yeah.
That's exciting. And Off the Beaten Path has been a staple here, like we said, for decades. I've been here 20 years and, different location and whatnot, but really has held its own kind of. So can you tell us a little bit about the history of the bookstore?
Well, my husband and I are the third owners of the bookstore. So first it was Leslie and Dick Ryan. And they opened first for 1 year. It was called Boomtown Books.
Oh, okay.
And that was in 1989. And then they moved into what's now the Ghost Ranch building.
Yes, I remember it there.
And it was there until they sold it in 2008 to the Crawls.
Okay.
And the Crawls moved it to this location. And then obviously we bought it this year, and we were able to, buy the building and the bookstore from the Crawls, so we can keep it in the same location.
Oh, nice. That's awesome. It's a great location and a great building, too.
Yeah, we love it.
Beautiful. So you guys have been involved in the Book Trails program in town. Tell us about that.
Well, Book Trails has always been a partnership with the bookstore and Book Trails. Emily Crawl, who is the executive director of Book Trails, is the previous owner's daughter. But my own daughter went to Book Trails, and I was on the Book Trails board for a while.
Oh, wow.
So we have a long history personally with Book Trails, and still will continue that partnership with them.
Nice. That's awesome. That's a great organization. So you mentioned being the owner of the building as well. Do you have any plans for the space? Any changes you're going to make?
Well, this fall we got new furniture up in the cafe.
Looks great.
And Bigger, well, my husband has the idea. He's like, I wonder if there's any way we could put on a rooftop deck, but
yes.
but I think that's a long ways away.
Right.
So right now we're just, trying to hold steady.
That would pair well with the liquor license, though.
Yeah,
and,
yeah,
the
yeah.
nightlife, maybe, too.
Yeah, I have a cup of coffee up there, be able to see House and Hill. It'd be fun, but we'll see.
Love it. All right, we're excited to see that. So one of the things that interests me is how do you pick the books? Well, what's your process for ordering new books, and what are some of your favorite books?
Well, luckily, we have this amazing buyer.
Okay.
Her name is Jenna, and she's our buyer here at the store. She's been the buyer here for a while, pre Mike and I.
Sure.
And so she does most of the buying.
Good.
But I was able to go this fall with her to the fall show. And a lot of the authors come and a lot of the publishers come and they show you the books that are coming out. So I was able to get a sneak peek at a lot of books, and we talked about, okay, we got to get a lot of this, this will do great in Steamboat, or we really love this. So
nice.
Yeah, I have a lot of support in that area.
Perfect. That's good. So does she buy just a couple times a year from the shows?
No,
or
she
she's
literally
buying all
buys
the time?
every day.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Neat.
Yes.
That's exciting. Now, it's got to be fun to learn that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I know. That's an area that I don't know a lot about yet, but I'm learning and then hope to keep learning,
Yeah, love it. So one of the unique things about this bookstore is that you have so many gifts and different types of products that you sell, right? It's a true retail store, not just a bookstore.
Right.
So what are some of the most popular things you think for the upcoming holiday season?
It's funny because yesterday I actually did some of my own holiday shopping here.
Ah, very nice.
And so I bought several puzzles for people.
Okay.
And of course books. And then I bought tarot cards for my niece. Nice. We have a lot of tarot cards. I bought we sell bags of the Seed House coffee. So I bought that for some people. And I think those, and then we have some really cute ornaments this year too. So those are some of my favorites.
Yeah, you got a great kids section.
Yeah.
We have a ton
of kid activity books.
Right.
That are really cool. So
Nice.
I think that's another.
I'm gonna have to get some Christmas shopping done before
I know.
I leave
that's
today.
A lot for your
it's gonna be
age
perfect.
Group.
Yeah, exactly. Excellent. That's awesome. So I know you guys do a lot with the community. Tell us a little about how you're involved in the community.
Well, we always, support and partner with the Library for Literary Sojourn. That's a big thing we are part of. And we also let several groups use our space. Upstairs, the cafe space, on every other Saturday night, we host Dungeons and Dragons, which is free, that a lot of community members, young and old, come to.
Nice.
And the school board uses our space to have coffee with the school board once a week. And then, obviously, we support a lot of silent auctions and a lot of events in the community.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. So this is your first busy winter season coming up here.
I know.
So what are you looking forward to the most? I mean, direct flights start in about a week and a half, I think, roughly. It's about to be real busy.
I know. It's about to be real busy. I hope it's about to be real busy.
Yes, absolutely.
I'm excited because I actually love the store when there's lots of people in it.
Yeah.
It's really, I like the energy when there's a lot of people and they're, shopping and happy. And so I'm just excited for that energy.
That's awesome. Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think the energy's coming. We got lots of snow.
I know.
And the holidays are right around the
season.
corner. No question.
Yeah.
I wish you guys all the best on your first big season here, and congrats again on the purchase, and good luck with your new venture.
Awesome. Thank you. Thanks for coming.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me. Thanks for joining us for another episode of Talk of the Boat. We'll see you next week. Thank you so much for joining us for another episode of Talk of the Boat. If you enjoy this content, please subscribe on whatever platform you're viewing, and share with somebody else you think might enjoy it. We'd really appreciate that. Also, if you have any real estate related questions that you'd like us to answer on the air, please send those to us by email, text, or direct message. And as always, if you have any real estate questions or needs that we can help you with, please reach out. Thank you. Bye.